Hey, what's up, guys? Robert here with Untapped Details, and today we're going to be doing a first look and application of the Mr. Cartoon Quick Detailer by Turtle Wax. All right, so basically, what I'm going to be doing is taking the detailer and I'll be using it essentially as a waterless wash. I just washed my car 2 days ago, and then obviously it decided to rain, so now there's a bunch of debris, some water spots from the trees that are above the car, and I'm going to go see how this does at taking those out. Obviously, looking at the lubrication, the user experience, and seeing if it streaks, how slick it is. Not really worried about durability because for me, quick detailers, as long as if it's one that I'm worried about the protection for, as long as it lasts me to my next wash, which is usually a couple weeks, then that's good enough for me. I usually have some kind of base layer protection on my car anyway, but let's go outside and then we'll put it to the test. All right, so this is the stuff I'm talking about. Got these water spots from water dripping off the trees pretty much. Not really sap or anything, just kind of some minerals and dirt. But it's all over my hood, and that's what we're going to be trying to get off. So we'll shake it up. We'll see, hopefully that's not too much. I know the regular ceramic detail spray that Turtle Wax has it's streaked up on me quite a bit. That's why I never really used it after that. This is okay. This is really slick. Smells great too. Kind of like a cotton candy. Oh yeah. Getting right over all that stuff. Picking it up. Doesn't really feel like it's grabbing anything. Didn't quite get all of the stuff off of the surface, but I don't know if maybe I used a little bit too much or let's see. All right, you can kind of see right here and right here where it did streak a little bit. So what I'll do is get some more product and see if that's all I got to do to get it off. This is, like I said, the same issue that I ran into with the regular ceramic detail spray, that the pink bottle. And that's why I never used it. Because something like a quick detailer should be very user friendly. Otherwise, it's not really a quick detailer. Like, it shouldn't be like I'm trying to apply coating. Yeah, there's still. So I don't know if I put too much on. Let's see if you can really see it. There's some right here, still kind of streaking, and then right here as well. Yeah. Over on the other half of the hood, I'll try to be a little more controlled with the sprays, I guess, and we'll try a smaller section maybe. Just a couple sprays into that. Like I said, it's very slick. And it smells great. All right, so the small section I didn't seem to streak. So maybe I just got to work in a smaller section. The bottle does say to apply generously to whatever surface you're using, obviously, so that way you get the lubrication of using it as a waterless wash. But as you saw on the other side, if I use too much, then it seemed to streak. So we'll try it again in a couple other spots, maybe using a lot, see if it still streaks or if maybe it was just when I did that part of the hood. All right, I'm going to try it on the whole top of the trunk. Generously applied. The bottle doesn't say anything about not being able to work in sunlight or anything like that, so it does seem to, it starts to flash pretty quick though. Let me get my buffing towel. Looks like oh, the streaks are back. There's like this whole section right here. I don't know if it's picking up on camera very well, but there's like a 2-inch, kind of looks like a high spot from like a ceramic coating that's just like all the way down the middle of my trunk. I tried to buff it off with the towel, and it was just doing the same thing. It's still there, so I guess I'll go back, reapply some more of the product, and wipe it off. All right, we'll try it in one more spot. I'll get the top part of this door right here. There's some debris and some light bird droppings on it. Just so you guys can see if you can read it. You can see up the top there in the directions. Generously spray directly onto the surface. Doesn't say anything about the sun, doesn't say anything about working in, just as one panel at a time, so generously applied. So I want to get that before it runs. Nice, man. Very slick. Like I said, it smells great. But if you're fighting with it the whole time so it doesn't streak, there's just so many products out there now. They're so much easier to apply that it's not really worth having to deal with. I mean, this looks like this section came out pretty good. I don't see any streaking on here. All right, so as I've been working my way around the car, I think I kind of figured out the trick to it. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the fact that it's hot out here and we're working in the sun. But if you spray it and then pretty much immediately get in there and work it and wipe it in, I haven't had any problems with that. So you just can't let it sit. Spray it and immediately wipe it off, and it works great like that. Yeah, no streaks. Nice and slick, nice and shiny. All right, so I got it down now. So pretty much what you have to do is spray more than you think, and you can't take your time doing one-way swipes. Just come in here, pretty much get your panel nice and doused with the product. Obviously, you wouldn't want to do this on something with a lot of dirt on it. This product would honestly probably be better used as kind of a post-wash, shine and dry kind of thing. Because when you do like that on a cleaner panel, it comes out real nice. All right, now for final thoughts, some pros and some cons. So we'll start off with some good stuff first. So the pros, the price. $10.99 for a 23-ounce bottle is a great price. I mean, that's almost, that's like 150% of the amount of product that you usually get for something that costs, you know, $4 or $5 more. The scent, the product smells really good, which to me is kind of an important thing. If you're out there spraying it on the car and you're working on it for, you know, 15 minutes or 20 minutes, like I want it to smell good. So that slickness, once I kind of figured out how the product worked and I was in there spraying it and wiping it down, it was a very slick product. Probably in the upper, you know, 20% of quick detailers, that kind of slick. And I mean, I guess as a pro, it looks decent. It definitely doesn't make the car look worse. It definitely has more of a wax look to it than it does ceramic. It's not like that super clear kind of glassy look. It's more of a like that warm wax look, but not as much as something like an actual like Carnauba wax that you're going to put on the car. All right, now, so for cons, pretty much the biggest one is the directions. To me, they're kind of vague for the way that it seems like you should be applying it. I mean, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but it doesn't mention anything about not working in the sun. And to me, that had a pretty big impact on the user experience. I mean, some people might not know that, hey, I have a detail spray and I shouldn't be working in the sun. Some of us have no choice but to work in the sun. And if that's the case, then I mean, that's not a product for somebody like me who has to pretty much apply it in the sun, 90% of the time, unless I put up a canopy or it's overcast out or whatever else. And then probably one of the other cons I would say is that it doesn't work very well as a waterless wash, which kind of ties into the directions, because it says that you can use it as a waterless wash in between your actual washes. But to me, a waterless wash would be something like, hey, there's some dirt on the car, I can spray it, wipe it off, no problem. But that seemed to also give it a problem. The product worked a lot better on a panel that was a lot more clean, or one that had already cleaned off and went back over and applied some more product to it. Because if I was kind of spraying it and soaking it into the panel, then trying to go and wipe it off, the one pass at a time, one side of the towel at a time, by the time we got to the other sections of it, it was starting to dry, flash off, and give me problems. But yeah, so overall, I mean, it's a decent product. Once I figured out how to work with it, it wasn't bad. Like I said, smelled good, was pretty slick. The hydrophobics, I wouldn't throw them really into a pro or con. They were okay, but there's so many products out there that have a much better hydrophobic properties that are a lot easier to apply. But yeah, so like I said, not for everyone, probably not for me. Once I get done with this bottle, I probably won't get it again. But let me know what you guys think. If you got value out of this video, if you like the review, if you got some critiques or anything, please let me know. And please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.